What's going on, everybody? The Scene Snob here, Mick Manhattan, and it's day one of isolation here at the house. This first day where, my wife didn't have to go to work, my son didn't have to go to school, and we've kind of just been like hunkered down, prepping with everything going on. And honestly, I'm passing the time. I want to come out and I want to give more content. That's what I think is the important thing. I want to entertain if I can, but also kind of keep my own, stress levels down and stuff, doing something I really enjoy doing. So I don't really have anything planned, but you might see a bunch of these. I don't know how long this is going to last, but it's like the Scene Snobs podcast snippets. Um, just kind of want to talk about different things. Kind of getting into, maybe some things I've heard that are coming up, and I might not do it too long, but I definitely want to kind of just engage a little bit and hear from everybody else and like how everybody else is doing and stuff like that. And, just kind of go from there, if you will. For me, with the Scene Snobs, I am doing, we got lots of stuff coming up. We're going to have an even longer podcast this week. Sometimes later this week, we're going to be doing another Behind the Box. Behind the Box with Rob Gosher is going to come back on. So we got a lot of stuff planned. So we're going to definitely keep content going. Mrs. Scene Snob and I are doing another Marriage Like That podcast, which we haven't done in a while. But check that out. A little more serious in tone, and we deal with kind of like what's going on in the world and like how we're dealing with it and stuff like that. Just a quick message, and some praise. I don't want to say a little bit. It is a lot of praise, actually. We are sponsors of Lost Weekend 13 Film Festival. Proud sponsors. With everything going on with COVID-19, the coronavirus, and social distancing, things like that it calls for, the Alamo Draft House in Winchester, Virginia, has decided to postpone Lost Weekend. So it's not going to be the 19th through 22nd like I had been advertising. So bear with it. We don't have a new date yet. I'm not a part of the planning in any way, shape, or form. That is much better men than me. Andy, who you may have seen my interview with last week, and the owners and the others that work for the Alamo Draft House. They keep us in a loop as sponsors and as patrons, just to kind of let us know, and fans of the place. So they've done an amazing job with kind of planning things out, and I definitely get wanting to keep the heart and soul of Lost Weekend and postponing it. I will be there. I'll still be a sponsor when it comes back up. But as of right now, I don't have any new information. I did just want to let you guys know. So if anybody was planning on going, hold on to your ticket. They'll still honor it. I am excited to get there at some point and see these amazing movies. Now, that being said, everything is up in the air because we also are a proud sponsor of what they do with Psychorama. It's our Psycho Cinema over at the Alamo Draft House in Winchester, Virginia. It's the overnight sleepover movie event that they do, where you watch 6 movies in the course of a night, and they're all genre related to Psycho Cinema. So we are a proud sponsor of that event. That is in April. That's at the end of April. Still a go as of right now. We will find out. This thing is changing day by day. We don't know what's going on. I was just talking about it with my wife. Last Wednesday it was you can't be in a gathering of 500 people or more. Then on Friday it was 250 or more. Then on Sunday it was 50 or more. And then today is 10 or more, which is insane to me. This is a very real thing that's bringing a lot of people down and hurting a lot of places and businesses and stuff like that. And I have mentioned that if you own a small business or anything like that, I am offering free advertising on all of my shows, my website, and my social media. We will talk you up. Right now I'm talking up the Hideaway Cafe, which is a great coffee house, and they have food, everything. Awesome atmosphere, very, very friendly staff. Awesome trivia nights too. So if you're into that, so if you're in the area, they're closed for the week. They're going to do cleanings, and just kind of with everything going on, they wanted to get a base, and they thought it'd be better to close. So when they open back up, if you're in the area and you can get over there, go and support them. That would be amazing. I will be there. Definitely, I can't wait. Need that cup of coffee, that good cup of coffee, because I make terrible coffee. So that's one way. That's one thing you can do. There's other businesses. Back to the Media, which is in Winchester, Virginia, has some very cool collectibles, video games, music, movies, TV, comics, and the whole 9 yards. They have everything. They had a warehouse sale the other night. I just bought a bunch of stuff, collectibles that you'll see on my walls as the time comes closer. So like supporting them. It's very cool that they do those sales online to kind of help their business. And so I try to support and, so follow them and keep up with them, and, that's some cool stuff too. Just things to help, like what gets you along. Like, right now, today was like a very big wrestling day for me because I did the 20-minute wrestling podcast, and I follow Wrestle Talk, and they had their Wrestle Talk showcase, Monday Night Raw, because Happy 316 Day. So like I was kind of dealing mostly with wrestling today, but there's some cool stuff that they're doing that, they can't invite the fans in on, but they're doing for free so we can watch it and enjoy it. And, just if you can go over to Wrestle Talk, let's donate. They had some awesome matches there today, and, it'll go a long way to helping those guys out. So go check them out. But there's so much stuff like I'm finding as I'm going on. If you want to read, like there's so many books right now that people are putting up for free. Like another one for movies, Universal Studios is going to put out their movies this Friday that they've put out for like the last month or so. And everything that's coming out theatrically that day and going forward is going to come out with the ability to rent. Now, I've heard some people get a little uppity about it and say $19.99 to rent a movie is too much. But like The Invisible Man is one of them. I'm going to rent The Invisible Man because I wanted to see it in theaters and things were kind of getting jumbled and I didn't get a chance to go see it. And then this happened. And now I don't know that I'm going to get the chance to go see it. So I'm going to rent it. And for the price of $19.99, that's not bad, especially with everything going on. Like, that's 2 tickets to the movies, less than in most cases. So, maybe go check it out if you can't get out of the house. If your movie theater has precautions and you feel safe going and they're taking care of it, then yeah, go support your movie theater. I'm all for it. And I am going to support the movie theater as long as I can. I'm also going to go support the drive-in movie theater. If you have one next to you, you should go do that. There's a lot of things. So, like, I just kind of want to jump on and, like, kind of just talk about what's going on. Like, because I'm going to look at these as almost like a diary of sorts, these podcasts, these little snippets of things, because in isolation, there's a lot going on. I don't want to take up too much of your time on it. I have plenty planned for the Snobs podcast this week. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but I figure vent and get out there, maybe entertain a little bit, maybe hear from you guys and come back. So if you see me doing these, I hope you enjoy them. Like for me, a big thing I want to start on the social media, especially on the Facebook page for the Snobs, is recommendations. Let's all recommend movies to each other. I will put up recommendations every day, and then you guys send some recommendations my way. Like, and let's check it out and let's talk. Like, let's start our own little film club online because we can't all get together. I think that would be a cool little concept, something like that, and kind of bring it together. One thing I love about what I'm seeing lately is the internet for a long time now has been, especially social media, has been a way of tearing each other down, and cancel culture, things like that all going on. But since this has been going on, I've seen a lot of just hopefulness and people connecting and really, because now all they have to do is connect through social media. So it's almost like, let's try and build people up, because a lot of people are going through a lot of tough times. And it's been a very awesome thing. There's a lot of charities to give to, like school lunches for kids who depend on those lunches at school to eat. There's plenty of other stuff like to do, like the Cincinnati Zoo. We talked about this too. Like Cincinnati Zoo is doing live videos every day of different animal in their zoo, and they're giving facts and talking about things. Like, it's a good learning experience for kids, and for adults too. Why not? Things like that. Like, you go out and find what's going on. There's plenty of events on Facebook or on any social media that's worth going to check out. So I'm in a hopeful place right now. I want to keep positive through this because there's so much going on that it's kind of scary. And I know a lot of people out there are very scared. And, again, I want to help any way I can. So if I can entertain, hopefully I do that. I'm going to be writing more. I want to start getting back into writing articles. A lot of you may not know this. I started out as a writer. I was a screenwriter. Then I started writing columns and articles and movie reviews for different outlets. I worked for a place called Mario Likes Movies like 10 years ago. I worked for New Jersey Newsroom. I was a contributor to different things, different websites and stuff like that. So, but I haven't written in a long time. I kind of fell out of it. Things kind of got in the way. I kind of lost my passion for it. And now it's starting to come back around, especially with doing this. In fact, it's like, I love the podcasting. I love the videos. I love being able to connect with people and stuff like that. But not being able to write is starting. It's that urge coming back. So it's been a lot of fun. So hopefully I can write some fun stuff, put it on the site, and maybe you guys will enjoy it. I'm actually going to be having some contributing writers come on too and do some stuff. So there's some fun times coming on, and I want to engage. I want to do stuff. So hopefully that will help. So keep an eye out for everything. If you go to theSceneSnobs.com, we'll have it all up there. There's links to all our content. We're going to have more Married Movies challenges. We're going to have more, especially, I'm probably going to be renting some movies and stuff like that. So I'll be doing movie reviews, things like that. And, I can't wait to do the Cult Classics podcast and Pulling Focus, with each of my respective co-hosts for those shows. It's just always a good time talking to both of them. One is about cult classics, which is Behind the Box. So we discuss cult classics, and it's almost played like we're in a video store. Last week we did the second episode and we talked about sci-fi movies. So it was like we're in the sci-fi section talking about that. The week before was John Carpenter Appreciation Week. So the whole site was dedicated to John Carpenter movies and just his body of work and things like that on each podcast and video. So we did an entire show just on John Carpenter. Whereas everything else was kind of maybe a movie here, a movie there, stuff like that. That show was on the body of work of John Carpenter. This week we're going to be doing holiday themed horror movies because Maniac Cop is coming out, and that is a St. Patrick's Day movie. So just a very cool situation going on there. So if you guys want to tune in, check it out. I know I've been talking a lot and kind of giving you the spiel and stuff like that, but if anything I said resonated, or you guys have anything you want to see, I take requests. So I've done it mostly for the wrestling channel, taking requests and watching old wrestling shows and then reviewing them. If you have a movie that you think I should see and I should review and check out, I'm happy to do that. Keep me sane in this time. Like I said, I'm going to start compiling some lists of movies that I recommend you go check out, or TV shows that I recommend you go check out. And I want to start the discussion. So keep an eye out for them on social media and reach out to me. Follow me, message me, comment. We'll do the whole thing. So until those times, I think I'm going to get out of here. So we have a lot of cool stuff coming out. Tomorrow is a new Pulling Focus podcast. We discuss some really cool stuff going on there. And just kind of the effects of the early days of what everything was going on with the coronavirus and its effects on the movie industry. Then we're going to have a Marriage Like That podcast where we, of course, right now, COVID-19 and coronavirus is kind of taking over. So a lot of topics are going to be about that. I'm going to try and steer away from it for the Scene Snobs podcast, which will be out later this week. Behind the Box will be out on Saturday. Of course, there's going to be a new episode of Picard this week, so we will get a Scene Snobs reviews, and we'll get other stuff too. So we'll have content daily for you up. So make sure you go check it all out. Follow us on social media at The Scene Snob. That's where you can get me. But the website is thescenesnobs, plural.com. and you can get to anything there and check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I love feedback, because maybe if I'm wrong about something, or maybe you have some good ideas that I can, incorporate, and make you happier. So until next time, I don't know when I'm going to do another one, but probably soon. I am Mick Manhattan, the Scene Snob. Thank you for listening. This has been a Scene Snobs podcast snippet. Just a small little thing to talk to you guys and reach out. I'm also going to be doing live shows soon, so keep an eye out for those too. So hit those notification buttons. All right. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Stay isolated if you can. And let's get through this together. Take care.